即係但係飲茶食點心就係代表香港，我覺得。香港人回憶咯。
中意有大把嘢食。
呢個幾廿年嘅老習慣。
呢定點心緊要啲？點心，女朋友定點心？
梗係點心啦，唔使諗啦。
China and its cuisine are incredibly diverse. We travel from city to city to uncover the local food scene and meet the people behind it. This is City Bites. This time, we'll go to Hong Kong. The best thing to do on a Sunday morning? Probably hitting the snooze button. But for people in Hong Kong, there's one thing worth getting up for.
即係禮拜日到同屋企人食飲下茶，見下面咁嘅表哥啦，呢個仔仔啦、太太啦，嫲嫲咁樣咯。
就係因為我就咁慘，而家佢哋走咗。
你有咩感覺？
有時好悶，有陣時好開心。啲老人家成日都喺度傾偈，傾到差唔多成幾個鐘都唔走。
Cantonese dim sum culture started in the 19th century in Guangzhou, a port city in southeastern China. After a long journey to the city, people recharged in tea houses by having small bites with a pot of Chinese tea. This became known as yam cha, or drink tea. As these folks moved about, they brought the practice along with them to nearby places like Hong Kong.
但係你而家廣州冇晒呢類型嘅嘢咯，即係都好似嗰陣時嘅移民潮，嗰啲師傅嚟晒香港之後，就喺香港係落地生根咯，即係呢個文化係啦，亦都係維持咗幾十年。即係始終香港細，你都冇乜地方好去。咁如果你想一家人坐舒舒服服嘅，咁可能飲茶係最佳選擇。我叫阿 Keith 啦，咁就係大圍小館嘅負責人之一。咁因為細個同阿媽都係嚟呢個鋪位嘅茶樓食嘅，咁啊經過幾番易手啦，就我哋係接咗嚟做咁樣咯，即係同細個同阿媽飲茶，好嘈啦，好長時間啦，跟住阿媽會成日同啲街坊去傾偈啦，但係你當中你係即係感覺係一家人好似親情嘅感覺咯。但係呢啲大個先知嘅，相比起西餐可能係即係一人一個 main dish 咁樣嘅，咁但係如果飲茶就係一個 share 文化咯，一籠點心裏邊有4粒或者2粒或者4粒，你一定係全家人或者有3、5知己一齊去 share 呢樣嘢。
When you go to a dim sum restaurant, the first thing to do is to grab the menu. Locals call it the dim sum paper. Instead of talking to a waiter, you circle the dishes you want. And if you want more, you can always order a second round. There are usually over 30 types of dim sum to choose from, with a few that are everyone's favorites.
蝦餃、燒賣、腸粉、叉燒包嗰啲咯。
呢啲都係最大路，亦都係最代表到飲茶嘅點心。我覺得點心最大嘅精髓咧，就係嗰個心思同埋嗰個手工。
Experienced dim sum chefs are the soul of every restaurant.
做咗30多年啦，100零款啦，點都有㗎啦，100零款冇得走雞嘅。咁我哋點心部咧就返6點，準備功夫我哋咪做月4個鐘頭咯。因為30幾款全部新鮮製作咧，都幾係嘢㗎，所以都好趕時間。因為通常我哋都係打麵先嘅，執咗包先，跟住蝦餃啊嗰啲粉頭類咯。蝦餃都睇到嗰單嘢咧都有7、8成㗎啦，咁你一定要落翻筍咯。即係製作過程啲蝦咧食落去有汁嘅，執出嚟又企理咯。皮咧我哋即係如果我哋做咧多啲生粉咯，咁啊食出嚟咪有個軟韌度咯。
我哋即係想又有新又要傳統啦。咁但係佢話其實呢啲傳統做法咧先考功夫啦，因為其實你咁例如呢個淮山雞殺啦，切出嚟一條個包住，咁斷咗又唔用得喎。例如呢一個燒賣啦，咁我哋用翻瘦豬肉嘅。我哋成粒嚟。係咪同你食開啲有啲唔同啊？即係冇咁多肥膏，你裏邊全部都係肉嚟嘅，係啦，好煙韌同埋係好通透咯，係咯，即係唔會斷同埋你見到係啦，好煙韌，咁有呢個口感咯，咁樣咯，
即係創新嘅菜式。
其實煎糯米雞咧，我哋以前都有嘅，咁我哋就諗咗呢個方法去做咗一個雞蛋仔啦，咁係流心嘅。
好，咁我要食啦。
Dim sum used to be just brunch food, but Hong Kongers love it so much, they decided to make it available anytime, anywhere. You can get it at street food stalls, convenience stores, and diners that open past midnight. Like this one that opens till 2 a.m. It's really popular among night owls.
因為反而日頭咧又要排隊，又多啲阿嬸又成3、4點都過嚟飲。其實冇，即係想飲就飲。
夜晚可以慢啲，朝早要好早起身，起唔到。
跟住我唔中意啲茶樓咁嘈嘅環境咧，我中意，即係我中意呢度夠靜。
我叫 Ivan 啦，係龍太子嘅高級打雜啦。飲早茶我覺得好悶個感覺，即係我後生少少嘅位嚟，我覺得好悶。夜晚晚有點心食，你係食落去係好爽噶嘛。
Unlike huge yum-cha restaurants that seat big groups, Ivan's place tend to attract a younger crowd that come in pairs or alone. The layout of the place is much more modest.
茶樓佢嘅成本要用太多，你越大間你用得越多人，同埋而家年輕嗰啲咧，其實好少話好中意去茶樓飲茶，係啊，即係所以先會興起呢啲小店啊、餐廳咁樣，就唔會話去茶樓飲茶好老土嗰隻感覺。夜生活多，始終香港。我飲完個夜茶咁咯，我完場攞翻屋企咯咁樣，即係比較活躍少少咯，我覺得係啊，即係傾偈傾得多啲啊，係咪先？嗌嘢食嗌多啲啊，係咪先
？They've made their dim sum lighter, so you won't feel stuffed.
我要好味，又調味又要少，起碼健康。我落係少鹽嘅，連你一半食完我啲點心唔會係咁搏命飲水嘅。
飲茶呢個文化係人同人之間嘅關係。平時食飯你感覺唔到，但係你飲茶你好感覺到。呢一樣嘢係同埋連結咗太多代人。就算雖然而家話茶樓式微咗啦，但係佢點都有第二個形式出現。
你如果香港人繼續喺即係香港呢個地區生活啦，甚至乎你喺其他地方，即係點心呢樣嘢可能會繼續發揚光大咯。咁呢手藝就希望可以傳承到落去。
Hi everyone, this is Angie again. As you can see in the video, I was so happy producing this episode because I got to eat so much dim sum all by myself. But actually when I think about dim sum, it always reminds me of memories with my family and friends because it is our go-to option for group gatherings. A lot of families here in Hong Kong actually still have the ritual of going to Yum Cha every weekend. So I'm also curious to know what kind of restaurant or what kind of food do you guys like to eat for family gatherings? Please share with me in the comments and stay tuned because we still have more episodes to come. See you!
Up next, we'll take you on an adventure to Chongqing Mansions to find food from all around the world. Stay tuned!